What is up, guys? Half Slab Bacon back with another episode on the Lost Ark server. So, guys, last episode we got all these killer Rexes so we can start the breeding. Now, there is one problem with that, however. We've got 8 here. Look how much space they take up. Like, just look at that. And we need probably around 20 to get through the first couple rounds of boss battles. And in addition to that, we're going to want a Therizina army. Because when it comes to the final, not the Ascension boss, but the final of the 3, the Dragon, since the last round I looked at it, where Rexes were always the meta, you can do everything via Rex. The Dragon now does to all carnivores 20% of HP. Kind of like you saw with the Manticores. Yeah, 20% of HP to all carnivores. So, 5 shots, a Rex is dead. So we need a different meta for the Dragon. So we're going to tame these guys up for the Broodmother and for the Megapithecus, the monkeys, and for the final tech cave. But when it comes to that dragon, we're going to need some herbivores. Now, if you give them veggie cakes, they will automatically eat the veggie cakes for very rapid healing. They get huge rapid health healing from it. But that's when they drop below, I think it's 85% health. So by using the Theros, because they're herbivores, and loading them up with veggie cakes, we should be able to keep them alive between that and a Deaodon long enough to rip the dragon apart. So it means we're going to need 20% of them too. And as you can tell, we're going to run out of room quickly. So I've gone ahead and done something. As you can see, we got a second floor here. I did this off camera while Bam Bam was making too much of the noise stuff and things. Oh, and this is our cryo goddess. I went to the swamp cave. I can't even remember what for. I had to do a dino wipe, and there was something I had to go there for. Oh, fog remover. That's it. Yes, we have a new fog remover. And I did a dino wipe because we saw while we were out taming how the wyverns, the vanilla ones, the Peggy wyverns, were invincible. Well, so were the Manticores, so I had to block their spawns from the server and do a dino wipe. We also had some updates to elemental creatures as well. These guys now only weigh 500 something pounds, so we can take them into the caves. Thank you, Mr. LK, for that. Thank you very much. That was something that I had mentioned, and he took it upon himself to just go and change their weight so they could go into the caves, which I thought was awesome. Like, can't appreciate it enough. So we had put this in for and it'll get laggy because I'm gonna show my stuff here, so we're gonna lose some frames. Yeah. We had put this in for our weighing of the dinos to verify that. Now, this is the S Plus one, so it has hotkeys to go top to bottom automatically. So I've left this in. Now, because it follows exact ceiling heights with S Plus of the vanilla ceilings, it doesn't line up with castles and keeps. Because, as you can see, actually, let's just, we'll send it back down, then we'll jump. As you can see, yeah, because these are off a bit, so I had to create a stairway here to get up here. Whoa, the lag, and now we've got one big room. Ooh, I've got to take that picture off and repaint that. So, yeah, I left these openings here with the walkway. I moved the tree over here so I could have an opening for it here and put the shorter pink one over there. Just figured we'd have more productive use of the space if I have the openings up against the walls as opposed to in the middle of the room. And then you can see I put railings here so we can't accidentally fall through the doors. Up here it's not an issue because we're too high up to trigger the door automatically. However, over this one, we will trigger it automatically. But that's good. That's good because that means we can use this to fly flyers in and out should we see fit to the top floor, which is awesome. So now we have this just big, large second floor, which I think is amazeballs. There's no glass in the centers, obviously, just glass in the top there, because we don't need to worry about, you know, wild dinos sneaking in through these. We got stairs over in this corner. I probably will throw some additional lighting up here, but for the most part, it's okay. And then what I was doing here, I wanted to show you guys this. Now, I used the roofs here, okay? Those are the roofs, and you can see we've got these bad boys and these bad boys going on, right? Now, I can actually, and it's going to be laggy because I'm building. This is why I did most of this off camera. I can actually use both gable ends. Can we get it? And some of these are gonna, this one's probably not gonna place till we put the other, yeah, it's not going to. But then we can go ahead and we can put this top one in. If I can get it, oh, the lag. Now the lower one should snap in for us. Oh, the lag. Or not. Come on. Don't be a... No, we're going to have to get the other top one first. This is just a cool feature of Castles and Keeps where we can get away with... Bam! Now we actually have that there. And then we can go ahead... I had this rail here and a wall going up, and I just hated the way it looked. Because I mean, it's semi-realistic, depending on the construction, but in a setup like this, in reality, you just have the stairs coming down, right? And you would have that walk around because there would be no point to putting like a closet or anything here. So now we have our stairs going up. They look like they're realistically supported. I'm excited with that. We have access from this side to get up onto this kind of secondary level here. And we can put our railings in to make it look pretty. And then we have our elevator to get dinos up and down, as well as 2 wide of stairs, which for most smaller dinos is, that's not going to snap, more than enough. So that'll allow us to get the smaller dinos up top and have quick access to get them up or down. Oh, that's good. That's good, guys. Look at that. That is great. I'm loving it. Oh, yeah, guys. She's good to go. So check this out. So I've put the flyers we have up here for now up in that corner, and the other corners have been cleared out. I stuck our new cryo goddess back there. She is pretty cool. I've barely leveled her up. I was able to get like max on the saddle right away, so that's some insane armor. Weapon damage in addition helps her out a little bit because she's not very strong. Like, we're gonna have to take this melee up a whole bunch. A ton of her points are gonna have to go into that for sure. And I lowered this. I actually changed the picture frame. Yeah, that's the Volcano Forge from Season 1. That's a photo of that. Me and Midget standing there. I thought that was cool. But yeah, now we've got all this free space down here to store stuff. I'm super happy with that. We've got more than enough room for the Rexes, because, I mean, the only thing bigger than them is the Dragon Gods, right? So we freed up all that space. We put our Vanilla Rex and our 2 Uties that we're going to have to breed over there. And I left these guys, like, all kind of easy access here. But look at this, guys. Look at this space. Like, I've got our Thorny Dragon stuck in that corner for now, but we've got all our breeding stock back here for our hyenas and for our sabers on the back corner, and the ones we'll actually use. I'm going to have to get some lighting up here. That's going to have to be a thing. This looks about halfway. We'll drop one, say right here. I don't think it's powered. Let's... Oh, it is. Sweet. So let's go in here and change our settings. What do we want? Should we make it match like the... That's a little too yellow. That's a little too white. Would we lower green a bit to get it? Yeah, that's better. Let's take the intensity up to, say, well, let's go all the way and see how bright. Yo, maybe not that much. And we'll just constantly leave it on. Let's see if we can get that a little more orange. That's probably better. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's see. That's good. I'm surprised it's powered. I didn't think we were going to get power from it. I might add a couple more of those eventually, just so we have a little more brightness up here. But for now, that'll do. Gets rid of the dark spot in the center. It should even help out underneath. Let's maybe check and see. Let's go back and let's go ahead and update it to maximum. One might be good. Oh, sorry about the lag, guys. But yeah, this is great. That's one of the things they added. I do like my ability to just go like this. Beautiful. Yeah, that makes a big difference down here too, you can tell. Oh yes. These are going to be good. You guys are going to like these. So, we're totally going to put these to use in our breeding. What these are S+ hitching posts. So basically what we can do is we can come in here. We should be able to turn our HUD on in here. And they look like a fence foundation, basically. Why is... Oh, because we're adding something. But what they do is, when a dino's in range, and I'm not even sure what the range is, I assume it grabs the closest one, but when the dino's in range, an inventory item... Oh, really? Okay, so one in every room's gonna be out. So... That's interesting. I made like a dozen. Thinking, Thinking we'd put one in each thing? I guess not. But what they do is they add an ability where when the thing pops up in the menu of the dino, we can hitch dinos to this, and then they can't move. So could we... That's awesome. It's like hidden there. Now, if I come over here, can we put one here? We can. That I like that. Now, I'm not sure if it'll let us put one on this side or not. It looks like it will. Oh, the lag is real, peeps. I'm so sorry about the lag. Can we try and get, like, That's good. I assume that's going to cover the whole area. So, let's see if we can get a couple Rexes in here. Okay, so yeah, it was the wall clipping, but these things are really weird because you can see how the leashes are crossing. Yeah, it's a thing. And also in here, for some strange reason, I can hitch her, and that's about it. So that kind of it creates a bit of a problem, but we've got the things set up. We can fire off a creating pulse here. And we got our 5-minute cooldown. Now, if I remember correctly, these run for about yeah, you can't set off multiple. They run for about a 5-minute cooldown. Is the timer these guys have on these? If I remember correctly, I don't think there's any way to see the timer without hopping on them. But, you know, it's a thing. What do you want me to tell you? However, at least now we can go in and we can go enable wandering. Enable wandering. And is it behavior? No. All these extra menus. No. It is behavior, right? Behavior. Enable wandering. Okay. Now we should get 2 babies up in here. And with these guys, we can basically just leave them set on enable wandering because they can't move, right? Ever. So now we should have some mating going on. There we go. Mating happening. Behavior. Mating happening. Mating happening. Mating happening. It's a thing, peeps. We have baby. We have baby. Let's get in here and I'll pick up the poo and imprint. There. Okay. You. Oh, sure. It, I can do the thing. Not the parents, but I can do the thing. Sure. Why not? Behavior. Disable wandering. Okay, you guys come out here. Come out here, little guys. Oh, yeah. Okay. Imprint. And behavior. Disable wandering. Did we get another one yet? Oh, cool. We got a bunch. And imprint. Yeah, no, we don't need your name. And behavior. Disable wandering. And you need an imprint. Imprint. And behavior. Disable wandering. Sweet. Okay. Now the only problem we have is, as usual, they got half an hour where they're ready to mate. And are you still following me? Yes. We got babies to care for here, so yeah. These guys look cute. We didn't get the really good looking ones though. Alright, so since the Rexes grow up so big, yeah, it's thing. I kind of figured that we would do a radiation pulse. These guys should be ready to mate now. Yes, they are. So let's enable wandering. He's ready to mate. Oh, Leggy McLaggertson. Enable wandering. We'll get them mating again. Get another round of mutations. Another round of babies from them. That's it. We have one. Ooh, I think we got a color mutation there. Let's go behavior, disable wandering. This one wasn't registering, which is really weird, but it was mating. It's so weird. But we definitely got a color mutation, and it looks like we got Miss Piggy's white as well, which I really wanted to see. Also, I enabled their healing just to see how quick they go through the food, because I haven't really used it much. All I have to say is, wow, it was ridiculous. Okay, so we keep getting that same food stat, which is like... I have to load the area to be sure, load and unload the area to be sure, but at the moment, it looks like we got some work there. Now, did you get anything other than a color mutation? No, it just got a color mutation. So, no stat mutation as of yet. Bummer. Bummer. On a stat mutation. Oh, we have a baby. Oh, there we go. We have a baby. Behavior, disable wandering. See, now, how come I can hitch the baby that is right underneath the mummy, but not the mummy? You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we're ready for another round. I tried this pin pad stuff. Here, let me just... to try and keep this from opening. I've actually never tried those before. They are pointless. The door still opens when I'm on a dino. Like, what's the point of having a keypad if you can still manually open the door? I don't know. I don't get it. But what we got here is, okay, this Miss Piggy. So she had like meh, okay health food, kind of. I'm not too worried about melee. Weight's gonna be a factor, but mostly what I want to see here is food and health, so they can tank some hits and they can heal a lot. So actually that melee is okay there. So Miss Piggy's bloodline produced these two. Now this one doesn't have the health, but look at that food stat. This is the male. It has that food stat, has the health, and Miss Piggy the original. So what we're gonna do here is, I think, because the mutations all fall on that side for those, I believe, we're gonna try and blend some there. And then I replaced the male. Here's our original female. And I replaced the male with, out of the other two we got, the best male in this scenario. Okay food stat, good health stat. So I don't think we got to turn this back on. I don't think there was another... These are both males, right? Yeah, so here's the other male we got. Not as good. And same ancestry line. So, in all honesty, he's probably just gonna die. There's the original father, and this is why we swapped him out. Remember, he was low level, so I'm trying to get that out of the bloodline, get those crappy stats. So, out of our Rexes, what we got was, we basically got a set of twins, and one of them happened to be female, one of them happened to be male. Now, all three of these seem to get this 95,000 health stat. Now here we're concerned about melee. So this guy has really good melee. This guy has the good melee, or girl has the good melee and the health stat. And then here's the one from George Foreman's offspring, where not as good on the melee. So overall, when it comes to that, basically what this one's in here for right now is I like that color. Also, I thought it would be a good idea. Is that okay? We're on a regular speed there, and I don't think I ever... This one I basically just have on to help with... Yeah, okay. We're good. Now, what I thought is these stack, right? At least I think these stack. So you don't want to add too many mutations all at once. Like, it's probably not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? But this way we can speed it up. If you do too many at once, what's effectively going to end up happening is you're going to have less of a chance to breed in the good stats you want, because once they're at 20/20 on both sides, you can't get any more, right? So we want to get there quick and get stat boosts and make this effective, but we don't want to go too crazy, and I'm thinking this is the way to do it. So now at least they're all hitched, so I don't have to worry about them. Now I just have to make sure that I was able to... Okay, yes, breeding. Breeding. So, yeah, next round of babies, we'll see what happens. Alright, so, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. So basically all of these came out pretty much for the most part with the super high melee and health. Now we just want to breed in slightly better food stat. We didn't get any melee boosts, so we're hoping for more mutations. This one got a color mutation, that's why I got the torch out, so you can see the color, the cayenne on the underbelly. Unfortunately, it's kind of got a blend of George Foreman's. That one's definitely got a mutation on the face. I didn't even notice that before, but it has George Foreman's color profile. So it's got the lower melee. It doesn't have the 34 and change, whereas all the others do. So we're basically breeding that one in for color. These two, pretty much identical stats, I believe. Can I get stats? 34, 95. Really nice food boost though. Same thing, same food boost, same other stats. So basically we're just breeding for increased mutations here. These guys, this one has the low health, but has that wicked food. We've got okay food here, decent health. This one's low on the health, but decent food. So I'm trying to keep that color mutation in and encourage some more mutation. And then over here, we've got this color profile, decent on the health. By the way, their food stat seems to be bugged. I don't know if I'm going to have to force feed them or what. But they're healing, but their food stat never goes up, which is weird. That might require a server restart. But decent. Then this one, which I don't like the color of, but look at that health stat. So we're gonna try and blend, improve the stats, and yeah, you know how it goes. So this is a great idea, by the way. Doing this, can I get at that one, please? Yeah, this is a phenomenal idea. I'm loving this. So, as always, I gotta get in here, enable wandering. I really wish that would be in the same spot each time. And we got the mating going on, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna breed up perfect ones, and then, unfortunately, some are gonna die. Like, there's already a few out there. And I've determined that you have to place the hitching post where you want it to for the dinos. There's no one good spot because it's still a little buggy. So at this stage I'm just kind of moving them. For the Rexes, I found they need to be out here. However, for in there, I've found that they're best off to be inside the cage. So I'm kind of doing a combination of both right now so they stay hitched. Yeah, we should be good to go. Another round. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so at this stage with the Rexes, we're basically just breeding for color mutations and a perfect breeding pair, so to speak. These guys have George Foreman's kind of color scheme going on with a couple more mutations. This has that cayenne I like, and this guy got this wicked golden color mutation, which I love. So yeah, The pigs, we didn't do so well. We got like no new whites whatsoever. And we got one that was just a bum. Like he's out in the scrap pile to be deathed. So we're going to push for more pulses here. And let it do its thing. These guys I'm still trying to blend for health and food to get perfect mix. However, we're still not getting the color I want. This blue one's cool. I wouldn't mind keeping that. But, you know, we'll see what happens. This guy, for whatever reason, I couldn't... He's bugged. He won't hitch. He won't hitch. So I've got him pinned. And we're going to try and blend his stats up with this one and see what happens. And again, over here, I'm just looking for, like, the perfect breeding pair that I can mark off as breeding. You know, like a gorgeous male and a gorgeous female with the perfect stats. Unless they get a mutation on health or, excuse me, unless they get a mutation on health or melee, I don't think they're going to go up any higher. Alright, peeps, so I've been cleaning up, and this is actually, I was looking forward to this. This is something that's new. It's called the Euthanasia Gun, added to S+, and I thought it was cool, because you see, you right-click, mark it for death, and you're supposed to left-click to initiate a kill command. So this would have been a super convenient way of killing off any unwanted dinos after you breed. I mean, I could bring a Rex out, but basically all this is supposed to do is enter this command right here. That's it, that's all, okay? And if you're wondering what the other cheats I had up for, I used them to fix all the S+ glass, since it all got reset. It's just easier that way. So those are died off now. I kept these two because they have really good stats, and they are actually going to stay here. Did I? Yes, I have that saddle. Now we're almost where I would say perfect. We've got, I'm not worrying about color mutations. I'm basically giving up on appearance sake right now. We've got the 80 here, but low on the food, and food's really important for these guys for the boss battle, but high on the food and the 80 here, and low on the health but high on the food. So I'm trying to blend this up, and then we got some cool color mutations here. High on the health but not high enough on the food. High on the food, not high enough on the health. And then low on the food but high on the health. So these guys we're going to keep going for sure. We're going to keep going with them. I mean, there's still more stuff I want to breed. There's going to be tons of breeding, guys. We're nowhere near done. I'm just going to leave these two literally right there for right now, because they have, well, they have the white I want, but they're reasonable as far as this goes. So if I have to mix some back in, I will mix them in, is basically how I'm looking at that, so they can stay. But as far as the Rexes go, we're basically good, guys. Like, look at this. Now, just so you know, I made over 20 saddles here, and I ran out of saddles. We're only going to take 17 into the boss fight. So the back row here are all the ones with the 95 health and the 3,000, 3,400 melee. I think one or two of them have the 31, but most of them have the extra 3,400. There is one or two, I think, at the back here that might have the... Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're all... I don't even know. I didn't kill any, so... Some of them have to have, but basically, These guys are all heavy hitters enough. I've marked these two. Oh, I should be doing this. I've marked these two right here. Because, as breeders. Because look at those mutations. Those are my breeders for sure. They are just the sickest looking Rexes I've ever seen. I want those. So I'm going to stop here. We're not quite at 17. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we could take these guys to the originals, 10, 11, 12, 13. And leave these behind. So we still need a couple more. I got to wait for Midget because we need a couple that he's imprinted on so that he gets an imprinting bonus from mating a couple Rexes. So he has a mate boosted or an imprint bonused one to ride. And then we can get into these guys as well, but those are the two definitely I'm setting aside for permanent breeders. The rest can die for all I care. So yeah. Miss Piggy's up top. She's the only original one I kept out of the pigs just because she's got that color I like and she was a perfect tame. So she'll be the only one I use there. But yeah, guys, I mean, check that out. We are insane. Look at those. Look at those. These guys in particular, I'm so happy with them. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I think I'm gonna call it. Like, I'm spent from all the... Look at that. We gotta get a photo of that right there. Yeah, we gotta get a photo. We gotta do it. Gotta get another one. Gotta get another. Yes. So as always, guys, seriously, smash that like if you enjoyed the epic preparations for the boss battles. We might continue next episode. We might go hunting for more dinos. I don't know. But we're definitely into it here. So that in the very near future, we can start wrecking some faces. We got a couple artifacts we got to get yet before that happens, though. So as always, thanks for watching. Bye.